Hello and welcome to our journey of reflection for International Workers' Memorial Day, where together we will remember the lives lost in service across our country, made all the more poignant by this time of COVID that we've gone through together. So join us on this journey of reflection with poems and also silence as we remember together.
Hello everybody. On the 23rd of March, the first anniversary of the COVID lockdown in the UK, we joined with others across the nation to pause and reflect on the tragic loss of life during the pandemic and to show our support for all those who are grieving. Today, on this International Workers' Memorial Day, it is our time to pause and remember the NHS staff, key and critical workers who have tragically lost their lives to COVID-19. Some of them are friends and colleagues. Today we fall silent at 11 o'clock and light a candle to honour all the key workers who have died and the sacrifices made by so many. We fall silent to pay our respects to all key workers and their families who have lost their lives due to COVID-19. The risks faced by those of us working in the health and social care sectors have been great, but we are not alone in this. There are also others, amongst them those working in childcare, education, police services and refuse collection, in hostels and rescue centres, in gas, water and electricity, and in transport services, whose work and dedication often goes unacknowledged. Our silence is a simple mark of respect for those whose work has involved caring, saving lives, keeping key services running and keeping the country safe. And especially we keep silence to honour those who have paid the very highest price, to let their loved ones know that they are not forgotten and that we are grateful for all that they gave, in the hope they can take some comfort from that.
So let us pause in the midst of life to remember the ones we've lost, the ones who are still sick, the ones whose lives have been changed forever. Let us pause in the midst of life to remember the ones who are worried, the ones who've worked and worked, the ones who feel forgotten. Let us pause in the midst of life to remember for those who mourn, for those who are tired and anxious, and for ourselves.
With the stirring of the winds and the chill of winter, in the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. Under the blue sky and in the warmth of summer, in the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. With joys we long to share and sorrow we bear alone, in work we have to do, in life we have to give, we remember them. In treasured memories of the past and during days to come, we remember them.
When we start our shifts and when we finish our shifts, we remember them. When we walk down corridors or pass by their areas of work, we remember them. When we recall echoes of their voices, an act of their kindness, their professional knowledge and dedication, we remember them. In all that they achieved and for all that they might have been, at the dawn of the day and in the setting sun, we remember them. Those we remember today will never be just a statistic. They are a valued memory of our working family, a colleague who touched our lives and changed us forever, and we remember them.
For thousands of years, men and women in this world have picked up stones, not too dissimilar to this one, and they've laid them down in what we've come to know as cairns. Piles of stones to commemorate something important, something life-changing, and something to remember. And as a trust, we're going to do that together for all who wish to participate. We'll be having slate available at different places across the trust, and we're going to lay them together as we reflect and remember and build our cairns. We're going to hear a poem now in the wonderful words of Avril Shelford that helps us remember this.
My grief was a heavy stone, rough and sharp. Grasping to pick it up, my hands were cut. Afraid to let it go, I carried it. While I had my grief, you were not lost. The rain of my tears smoothed it. The wind of my rage weathered it, making it round and small. The cuts in my hands have healed. Now in my palm it rests, sometimes almost beautiful, sometimes almost you.
And as we bring our time of remembrance to a close, some words that those who we remember today would want us to hear, to take to heart and carry with us.
To the living I am gone, to the sorrowful I will never return. To the angry I was cheated, to the happy I am at peace. To the faithful I have never left. I cannot speak, but I can listen. I cannot be seen, but I can be heard. So as you stand upon a shore gazing at a beautiful sea, as you look upon a flower and admire its simplicity, remember me. Remember me in your heart, your thoughts and your memories of the times we cried, the battles we fought, and the times we laughed. For if you always think of me, I will never have gone.
And as we return to our work now, holding always in our minds and hearts those we have remembered together today, a blessing for us all.
May the sun bring you energy every day, bringing light into the darkness of your soul. May the moon softly restore you by light bathing you in the glow of restful sleep and peaceful dreams. May the rain wash away your worries and cleanse the hurt that sits in your heart. May the breeze blow new strength into your being, and may you believe in the courage of yourself. May you walk gently through the world, keeping those you remember today with you always, knowing that you are never parted in the beating of your heart.